Hello. Here I go. I'm making my first vlog for this YouTube anyway. I decided to make a new YouTube because I recently started transitioning and I've been told by many people that I should do a little video diary sort of thing in terms of that because that's apparently all the rage right now. It's a good way to chronicle the story or the journey of my transition. A little bit of background for those of you who don't know who I am. My name's Riley, or Sour Patch Rye, on YouTube and on Tumblr, and I identify as a male-presenting agender person. Agender meaning that I feel like I don't really fit into the whole binary gender spectrum mumbo jumbo, like all of that stuff, which is great, and like people identify with stuff like that all the time, and I think it's wonderful, and I appreciate and respect all of those individuals. However, I don't identify in that realm. I just don't feel like I'm a part of that binary or that spectrum. Like I've said before that it's like I have no gender, but really I don't feel like I have no gender because gender is essentially a social construct, and that word was created like all words were, and I feel like without society and without the way things are, gender might not even exist. So I don't want to say that I have no gender because I might have some kind of gender. There's just not a word for it like man and woman and all that stuff, and then the binary and the spectrum, and I just feel like I'm just me and I don't fit into that. However, I realize that I can't present as no gender, so I kind of have to go with what is the most comfortable for me. And a while back, I came to the realization that that is presenting as male, and I find that to be more comfortable. I started going by Riley. I came out to my friends and my family and work and everybody, and I've been going to gender counseling, which has been amazing. I love the experience. And then last week, I had my first appointment to get a prescription for testosterone, which I was really, really excited about. And now that I have my prescription, I started T as of yesterday. So as of yesterday, I guess May 24th is now my T day, which is amazing, and I am really, really excited about it. I'm really excited to see the kinds of changes that it's going to have on me. I've been told, my boyfriend tells me that I'm just going to be incredibly hairy, which very well may happen. I'm already I'm pretty decently hairy considering before yesterday I had I had a lot more estrogen in my body than testosterone. And then I'm kind of anticipating getting a lot of acne because I'm just used to that. I went through that a lot the first time I went through puberty, so I'm just sort of figuring that's going to happen again. And I am doing what I didn't do when I was a kid, and I'm taking steps to kind of counteract that, whether that be like washing my face a few times a day, or like using oil wipes that you can just get at the store, and just doing simple things like that that don't take too much effort because, hey, I like being kind of lazy. But that's something that I would like to not see happen as much as it happened when I went through puberty when I was a kid. And then something else that I've sort of been anticipating is the weight gain, because I have a history of that myself, but I also have like a history of that in my family. So I'm just going to be paying a lot of attention to the things that I eat, like what I put in my body, how often I'm putting food in my body, and just taking care of myself, drinking a lot of water. Hopefully, if I can find time to fit exercise into my day-to-day, I'd like to try to do that. So that'll be awesome. I'm hoping that it won't be too bad with the weight gain and the acne, but you know, whatever. And that's just part of the experience. If I didn't want to take testosterone, I wouldn't be taking it, right? I'm trying to think of what other effects I might be having here. Oh, the male pattern baldness fortunately does not run in my family. My grandfather's going kind of bald, but that's because he's old. All the other men in my family are fine with their hair and their hair growth, and so that should be okay. And yeah, I guess it's kind of all there is to say for now. Obviously, since this is day 2, there's absolutely no kind of difference. I mean, people keep asking me, oh, do you feel different? Do you feel different? Like, it's so exciting. How do you feel? And I'm like, well, I feel great because it's finally started and it's a hell of a lot more real than it was before. But I think about it and I'm like, do I feel different? Should I feel different? I just had my shot less than 24 hours ago. And I think any kinds of differences that I am feeling right now is probably just the placebo effect because I know that it's in my body now when it wasn't in my body before 24 hours ago. So, but yeah, so I guess like that's all there really is to say for now. It has been a very long time. It feels like it's been a very long time since I've made a video blog, like a vlog. I used to have a YouTube. It's still out there somewhere, but I decided just to make a new one just for documenting the transition and everything and to keep it separate from my old videos that I don't really want to keep seeing pop up on my YouTube over and over and over. Yeah, so now that I've officially said quite a few times now that this is pretty much all there is to say, this is pretty much all there is to say, and I will probably make another video in another couple weeks. I'd also like to start making videos on just random things. That's kind of what I was doing before. I'd really just like to do that again, or like just things as they relate to my transition more specifically instead of, oh, here's my like 2-month update, blah, 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 blah. But actually more specific things like friends and family and work and life in general and all the, you know, how everything factors into everything else. The intersectionality, that's what it's called, of my identities and my life and my day-to-day. But yeah, so all right, you guys, all take care and look for more updates from me. See ya.